Hey, this is Brenda Divine from Discover Your Purpose. I just want to talk to you about, I got a couple of things. So I'm going to put them on short videos. The first one is I went to church yesterday, had a wonderful service. One of the ministers spoke on prayer. And he pulled up 1 Samuel chapter 17. And in that, he was talking about how David, who wasn't king yet, but who was a shepherd boy, how the storyline about him going to kill Goliath. And then in one portion of the chapter, it talks about David talking to Saul, King Saul, and Saul giving David his war armor. And David puts it on. And that's not what he's used to wearing when he's out in his purpose. And his purpose was tending sheep for his father. And so he puts on the armor. The armor is heavy. There's a sword. And what he's used to is dealing with a slingshot and some rocks. And so he's uncomfortable. He can't walk in, and it's dragging him down. So he takes it off and goes back to what he's used to and what he's comfortable in dealing with, his slingshot and his rocks. And so what's so interesting about that is that we, on a personal level, we tend to allow ourselves to be put in situations that we're not comfortable with, and we try to make it work. And we know it, once we put it on and we try to walk around in it, we're not comfortable in it. And David had the courage to say, you know what, this isn't going to work for me. I'm going to take this off because I got something to do. Also, you can flip it around, and David could have been jealous of the king and said, you know what, I want your armor. I want to put that on. I want to be like you. But that armor wasn't for David. The slingshot and the rocks were for David. So the moral of this story right now is, hey, you've already designed for a purpose. You're already designed for what you're going to do. You're already designed for your life, how God wants you. You already know what you're comfortable in. You already have your likes and your desires. You have your belief systems. You have everything about you that's already made up. Don't try to step into someone else's stuff and try to be comfortable, because you're not going to be. And maybe that has something to do why you're not happy, because you're trying to be somebody else. And don't be jealous of what somebody else's armor is or what they're doing, because you don't know the weight of what they're dealing with. You don't know who they have to deal with. You don't know what fires they've had to go, challenges. You don't know. David didn't know what King Saul had to do to get that armor, how many wars and challenges and fights he had to go to. So when he put it on, it wasn't comfortable because it wasn't his story. And it wasn't his armor. So be comfortable in who you are. Put on your own and use your own gifts and talents and tools. Use those that you're comfortable with and go do what you're supposed to do. Go do your own thing. So this is Brenda Divine from Discover Your Purpose. I'll talk to you in a little bit. Bye.